Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And I've got a 15-gallon post-mount spray buddy mounted out here at my shop, and I want to show you the efficiency behind it. Here's where I'm getting at. 7,000 square foot yard right here, Bermuda, which looks pretty bad. I reset it yesterday, meaning I want to get back to cutting it at 1 inch tall. So I took it a little bit below that. Kind of a scalp type mow, and I'm gonna fertilize it today so it'll shoot back up. When it gets back to 1 inch, I'll get back to my maintenance height of cut. I've just been super busy, so I got behind and it got kind of tall on me. So 7,000 square feet. If I were going to spray this with a typical backpack sprayer at 1 gallon per 1,000, it means I got to fill up twice. That's double the time I'm going to spend doing everything. Now you'll notice over here I've got a 15-gallon spray buddy, but I just mounted that on the post for video reasons so that I got maximum capacity to be able to show all the different ways of using it. If I were a homeowner and I were looking at this option, I would only need the 10-gallon option, because if I have 7,000 square feet at 1 gallon per 1,000, I only need 7 gallons of finished solution, right? And obviously you could fill it up to 10 and train yourself to walk and at a speed to where you're empty when you get done spraying your yard, and then you'd be spraying it a touch over 1 gallon per 1,000. That's completely fine too. But for today, I've only got the 15-gallon tank half full so that I can show you in real time how long it takes to spray 1 gallon per 1,000. Now in my mind, I've already done the math, and I'm going down with the GCI Turf nitrogen, GCI potassium, GCI iron, and the O2YS natural adjuvant. The iron and the potassium, we're still working on getting those registered in the States. They'll be ready here any week now. We're just working really, really hard. It's a long, drawn-out process getting that done. So the GCI nitrogen is on the website. Of course, the spray buddy's on the website. But the potassium and the iron, they're right around the corner. So I think I've got the camera set up in such a way so that I can stay in the frame. I don't want to move the camera because I want you to see everything I do right here in real time. I've already filled up the sprayer with some water. Getting my gloves here, and yes, I've already done the math and I know exactly how much goes in of each product. I've got water in here. Do not ever put straight concentrates all in the tank at one time. You always put water in first. That's the iron. Here's the nitrogen. And here's the potassium. Always give your jugs a little shake. And then I'm going to add some adjuvant. So I do want to bring you over here and show you the agitation. Let's see if I can get right where the sun. You can see that's pretty aggressive right there. That's plenty aggressive for any type of material you want to put in here. Of course, if you're using wettable powders or something, you definitely want to put water and have the agitation running while you're introducing that powder to the water. Now the Chemlong gun comes standard with a spray buddy. Comes with the red and the comes with the yellow and the blue nozzle. It don't matter if you use this or the gun I'm using. I'm using the GCI premium gun with the GCI wide spray nozzle. This does the exact same thing as that. I'm just using a different gun. I'll show you this one in the next video. So what I'm gonna do is release the cam lock on the reel so I can get me a little slack here. And I'm gonna take the spray gun, direct it back into the tank and pull the trigger. I'm going to increase my pressure on my regulator just a little bit. You can hear the pump kind of bog down some. And I'm going to sit here and bleed the water out of the line back into the tank. This is what's called bleeding the hose or bleeding your line. Might take you 30 seconds to do this, maybe 45 seconds at the most. Now I can see that my material has changed colors, so I know that I have material out to the spray gun. So I'm gonna stop that. We'll come right over here and grab my wand, quick connect it to the gun, and I'm gonna stick the wand down in the tank, pull the trigger, and with the trigger depressed, I'm gonna set my PSI at 30. Only requires 30 PSI for this system to work. Whether you got the Kimlong gun or any of these other guns we offer, it's anywhere between 20 and 30 PSI. I'm running this on 30 today, and I'm setting the pressure with the gun depressed, okay? Because I want the pressure at 30 when I'm operating the system, okay? So I'm going to cut that off. I'm actually going to cut this pump off because I forgot something. I'm going to run back in the shop right quick and get some defoamer. Okay, that was something I neglected to talk about. The agitation on this thing is very aggressive, okay? And a lot of these products like calcium, maybe some irons, they're going to foam up and get bubbly when they're agitated a lot. So you will want to buy a thing of defoamer. We got those on the website as well, and it only takes a drop. I'm talking about a drop the size of a dime is all it takes in there to make the foam go away. So I got me a little defoamer, and we'll open that back up and let that agitate a little bit, and you'll notice that foam will just kind of go on away, and you'll have nothing but liquid in the tank. So now that I've got my pressure set, yep, I'm on 30 PSI, I'm going to unlock my hose reel, and I'm going to pull me out just a little bit of slack right there. Take the hose, go around my neck. I always start by going to the furthest part of the yard. It just makes no sense to me to start spraying as soon as I, get right past the hose reel. It doesn't make any sense to do that, because if I start spraying there, I'm constantly dragging hose the entire time I'm spraying. So if I go out here to my furthest point, I drag the hose one time, then the rest of the time I'm spraying, it's zero effort involved. Now, for those of you that got rid of a garden hose in order to not have to drag a hose, this isn't a garden hose. This is an extremely lightweight commercial grade spray hose, and it's really no issue at all and no strain at all to pull it around the yard. You can see my pace I'm walking here. It's just heck, I'll walk faster than this most days. But the pace is not aggressive in any way. Now, the last mower I used out here was a 60-inch wide deck, and I'm spraying the width of 2 of those. I'm doing that just because it's easy to spray that way. I got some pattern out here, some lines to go by. And again, there's no editing on this video or anything like that. I'm simply doing it kind of real time here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go, right here. So you can kind of look at the time in the bottom of the screen and put a time to all this and see how long it takes. But the main thing is I don't have to mix again. I've got enough capacity with the Spray Buddy so that I mix one time, spray my yard, and I can go home. Matter of fact, when I leave here, we're going out to the farm to keep moving stuff out there. We bought some shelves that we have to put in the barn out there to kind of organize some things. If I would have sprayed with a backpack sprayer, I would have had to have mixed twice, and it would have definitely took me quite a bit longer to do this. Kind of keeping an eye on my sprayer, on my level of fluid, just to make sure I'm kind of on track with that. And the game plan here is to, once I get done spraying, I should be empty over there on my tank. Now, a lot of people hold the hose a different way. I like to drape the hose over my left shoulder and let my left armpit do all the work. That's how I like to do it. I'm going to stop right here. This gun has a locking feature on it to where you don't have to hold the trigger down unless you just want to. But you can see I've got the hose on my left shoulder, and I let my left armpit do all the work. I'm holding the nozzle roughly waist high off the ground, and I'm getting about 120 inches wide on this. And you can look at my walking pace. It's just a super relaxed walk. I would like to say the Spray Buddy options with the 1/2-inch hose, they're geared a little bit more toward 2 gallons per 1,000. So your pace, your walking pace will be a little bit different using the 1/2-inch hose versus the 3/8 hose. You see I'm walking right along the edge of this bed, and I'm watching where my grass meets the pine needle, and I can literally see the liquid hitting right there on the edge. Now, as you can see, I've got about 1 gallon left in the tank. So I could either, you can see I've got about 1 gallon left in the tank. I can either just not put 1 gallon in the tank next time I spray and walk that exact same pace, and I'll be spot on, or I can take and just kind of run over the yard real quickly and just kind of scatter that gallon. But what I'll do for accuracy reasons is next time I just won't put that extra gallon in the tank, and I should come out spot on. I haven't had a tremendous amount of time to get my walking speed and all dialed in on all this new Spray Buddy stuff perfect, because I've been so busy in the manufacturing process of all of it and getting that going. So but again, it's not a big deal. It's just 1 gallon, and next time I just won't put that gallon in the tank, and I'll remember this walking speed. And it might take you a few times spraying the yard to get adjusted, and get everything dialed in just perfectly. But once you get it perfectly dialed in, the system is consistent. Okay, that part's consistent. You just have to make your body consistent to walk the right speed and the right pace. So that's the Spray Buddy post mount. I am so excited about this stuff being out and making it available to homeowners. It's going to drastically change the time you spend spraying your yard, especially those folks that have a bigger yard. It's geared more toward you guys, but the 5-gallon option is perfect for a person that's got a 5,000 square foot yard or smaller. And it's just, it's fun. This stuff is so fun to me. It's not often that you can say, hey, I got a full-blown commercial skid sprayer hanging on my wall in my garage. Because, like I said, that's the post-mount option. There are several other options on the website where they hang on your wall. So, that is a lot of cool factor involved in that. So, as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later.